Morning, everyone. It's Jen, Not a Real Farm. Happy New Year, everybody. Coming to you live again from my laundry room just because I'm looking at some of the plants and trimming them in here. And I thought I would actually share a new plant with you that I have growing called the Issai, so Issai, kiwi vine. And I'm thinking that this is going to be a kiwi vine that you may want to look for if you're looking at saving money in terms of growing your own kiwis. Let's take a look. So for those of you that are interested in growing your own kiwis, this particular kiwi vine is a vine that is going to grow at least 12 to 20 feet. So you want to throw it basically on a trellis or somewhere where you're going to be able to let it climb. The great part about these is these particular kiwis, even though they're actually smaller than what you're going to get at the grocery store, are going to be a type of kiwi that doesn't come with or will grow, let's say, the fuzz that everybody's used to. So they actually grow almost like a grape. They're just a little bit bigger, almost maybe the size of a golf ball, and they will save you money because they actually self-pollinate. Now, I've slowly actually begun to sort of trim inside here all the different pieces of dead wood that are on the kiwi vine itself. So I'm giving it a little bit of trim today, and hopefully you can see here that there are some little cuts that I've made to some of the branches here because some of the wood has actually died. But one of the things that's really great about this kiwi is you can actually take this kiwi, cut it, and make softwood cuttings so that you can reroot it in a rooting hormone and then grow another kiwi vine. So self-pollinating, pretty much disease-free and pest-free, and you can grow your own kiwis at home without necessarily looking for that secondary pollinator that you would normally get for regular kiwis. So this particular kiwi grows in zones 3 through 8, so you don't necessarily have to baby it at all. It's not very fussy, you don't need to fertilize it, and it also grows in many types of soils. So you can grow this in sand, you can grow it in loam, and you can grow it in clay. So I've already taken some cuttings for that because we are going to be multiplying our kiwis this year in the greenhouse, but I want to show you what happened to me when I pruned. I have 2 of them now, so I pruned this one. This one's doing what it's supposed to. It's dormant. So you can see here, I've done all of the little cuttings here on the wood, made sure everything was good. But take a look what happened to my secondary kiwi. So I've done the same thing to this kiwi where I've pruned it and I've cleaned it up for the winter thinking it would stay dormant. And now what it's doing is it's actually producing flowers. Let me get in here so you can see. You can see the flower buds on this, and you can see where I've actually trimmed it earlier. In the winter time, I trimmed it here. You can see where I've snipped it on a 45-degree angle, and it's given me nothing but flowers and nice stems to work with. And as a matter of fact, it's also starting to try and bloom up here at the top. So guys, sometimes what happens is the plants get confused like we do when we're trying to make sure that everything is done right in the winter. And I'm thinking that this guy is probably going to give me kiwis by April. So maybe I'll have some kiwis by Easter. What do you think? Further to that, just some little tips if you're going to try and grow your own kiwis is they like an average sort of damp soil. They don't necessarily like really, really wet soil. So I would suggest if you're going to try to grow your own kiwis to maybe just keep the soil just an average sort of damp. It doesn't necessarily have to be soaked. And the other great thing about this kiwi is that it will grow in any kind of soil. And meaning, what I mean by that is if you've got issues with acidic soil where other plants won't grow, these kiwis will grow in acidic soil and they will grow in neutral soil. So very little maintenance and care is needed in terms of, planting these wherever you feel that you'd like to have a kiwi. You will want to keep it pruned. So once the fall comes or when it goes dormant, wherever you live, you're going to want to trim it. In this case, I'm not really sure why this guy decided to send up its stems and give me blooms, but we're going to go with it. And let's see if we can grow some kiwis for Easter. So if we take a look here, this particular branch, this is the one that's on the dormant plant. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 nodes on it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the healthiest piece of that branch, which I would probably clip from the top right to about here. And you're going to clip that on a 45-degree angle. And then you're going to put that in rooting hormone. In about 8 weeks, you're going to get some really great roots, and you can transfer that then to a pot or a planter, whatever you want to do in order to grow yourself another kiwi plant. So just super quick, guys, this is called the Issai, so Issai kiwi, and it's parthenocarpic. So what that means, parthenocarpic means it's self-pollinating. It does not need a mate in order to make you the abundance of kiwis that you're looking for. The kiwis do not have fuzz on them. They are smooth like a grape, about the size, maybe a little bit smaller than a golf ball, I'm going to say, but still a fairly good size kiwi. And it's actually sweeter than the kiwis that you get in the grocery store. And for those of you that are curious about it, in terms of temperature and how cold it can get, in terms of Fahrenheit, it can be -22 Fahrenheit, and this plant will not die. So that's -30 for my Canadian friends, if you are interested in trying out and making this kiwi plant your go-to to grow your own kiwis. So just wanted to check in, guys, and show you exactly what we're doing here at Not a Real Farm. It's propagating time. We're probably at about 4 kiwi plants now that we've made and propagated, so we're really excited to see what's going to happen. This one is a little bit confused, so I'm thinking I'm going to get kiwis by Easter, but that's okay. And if anybody has any questions, please pop it below, or you can also email us at info@notarealfarm.ca, or check out our Etsy store at notarealfarm.etsy.com. See you soon.